So I just came back from the gym. I was like, okay, let me do my meal prep. Let me do some normal like Monday things. And then all of a sudden take a quick look at the phone. And on the Twitter thing, it says, mark your calendars. Embers of Neltharion goes live May 2nd. Damn, that's way faster than I thought it would be. Hey, it's Soul. We're going to react to this post, and we're pretty much going to, kind of get the gist of what is coming in season 2 and in patch 10.1, which is coming in like a month. This is interesting because they're telling us something. Usually we don't learn this far in advance. Usually it's like 2 weeks before, a week before, we get little hints here and there, like, hey guys, we just learned that the PvP season is going to end, so it's coming. Now we're just getting it like, oh, here you go. So this is pretty cool. Let's read the blog post. Let's do what we're doing. Join your allies for the continuing adventure through the Dragon Isles with our next content update. You'll explore an all-new zone, meet new allies, discover hidden treasures, and more. New zones are like caverns. Gather your courage as you venture into this mysterious underground cavern. Cross-faction guilds. Players who have been enjoying cross-faction instances can now join the same guild as their opposite faction friends and benefit from conveniences like shared chat and guild repairs. Farok assaults. Farok forces are gathering resources at Suffusion camps located in the Azure Span and Northern Plains. It's up to the heroes of Azeroth to disrupt their efforts to lure Farok and its disciples out. And meet new allies. As the heroes of Azeroth pursue enemies into the dangers of Zarlek Cavern, they are aided by the local inhabitants found under the Dragon Isles, the mole folk known as Nifin, and the Drogbar, and more, ... Dragonflight Season 2 begins the week of May 9th, so we get a 1-week period of enjoying this stuff before we start slamming into all the drama that usually comes with a new season. Players will be able to gather their allies and breach Neltharion's secret laboratory in normal, heroic, and mythic difficulty. The new season also brings new PvP ladder and gear seasonal affixes and new dungeons. Seasonal affixes? Okay. Something, and new dungeons to the Mythic Plus rotation: Brackenhide Hollow, Halls of Infusion, Uldaman, Legacy of Tyr, Notharis, Freehold from BFA, Underrot also from BFA, Vortex Pinnacle from Cataclysm, and Neltharion's Lair from Legion. Then we're getting Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible raid. Breach Neltharion's secret lab, hidden within Zarlek Cavern. It is here that he created the Drakthir and ultimately succumbed to the whispers of the old gods and their corruption. What are we going to learn? Obvious things. Let's see. So we're even getting like the full raid release schedule. So season 2 begins. We get normal, heroic, and difficult and mythic. Oh, this is interesting. More details to follow on the Raid Finder schedule. Ooh. Now I wonder if we're going to finally see a change. Are we going to see Raid Finder open up on an accelerated schedule? Obviously not that accelerated, because we are going to see that May 9th, we're going to see the other difficulties. Raid Finder is going to come out afterwards. My hopes, and I'm sure the hopes of many, are that Raid Finder is going to come out faster. Some folks want it to come out like right away. I have personal feelings on it. It's very personal. It's not something I want to push onto others, but for me, I would feel like if Raid Finder came out a bit too accelerated, like it was just there, I feel like that would take away that whole feeling of, hey, I want to experience the raid on, this preferred difficulty with my team and other such things. So for it to come out on Raid Finder and something be, something that's queuable and instantly accessible for the most part, I feel like that would take away like that joy of entering a raid for the first time. Now, of course, commenters and reason would dictate, well, just don't do Raid Finder, right? Don't do that. But it's also like, well, it's there. Well, what am I, stupid? Of course I'm going to go in there for like set bonuses and gear and trinkets and what have you. And transmog, of course, the beautiful transmog. So that debate will just go on like for now. We're going to find out pretty soon, I hope, what the Raid Finder schedule is going to be, but I have a feeling that there's going to be some pretty strong reactions from players all over the place with regards to that. But I am I'm kind of wowed by this. Dragonflight, it continues to surprise me with lots of communication, with with this accelerated schedule, with this roadmap. I feel like the WoW team is doing a lot of the right things. Now, of course, it's not perfect. There are things that we're not happy with regards to, class balance, the affix stuff. There are all sorts of things to debate and to gripe over. But I'm really pleased with how the communication has been going and how forward that the team is being, and also just that they're able to pump out content much faster than before. My original prediction for patch 10.1 was towards the end of May, and then later that kind of got pulled back a little bit to maybe the middle of May. And now we're seeing the start of May. So that's going to work out really well if we were conscious of the likes of Diablo 4. This is going to give us plenty of time to enjoy the first, the initial rush of the patch, the race to world first, some of the, just that early binging before we can kind of like, okay, we're cool, we're settled down. Now let's do some Diablo 4 stuff. Now there are some questions that I do have about certain things. We can predict, and I believe that earlier statements were talking about come on, help me out here, guys. Not the Crucible, the Catalyst. There you go. The Catalyst is still going to be available like 6 weeks after the start of the season or the patch. Now, some people aren't very pleased by that, but there are tons of different kinds of changes that are coming with the acquisition of tier that are hopefully going to make it easier. The Catalyst is changing as well. That's going to be like a universal kind of like, hey, everyone's going to get charges at the same time. That's going to be amazing. So there's a lot to go over, and I'll go over that stuff in greater detail. This is just me like reacting to stuff, and it's like, oh my god, because this is pretty hype. I'm pretty excited about this, even though I'm tired from the gym. But let me know what you guys think in a comment. Like the video, subscribe for more stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.